Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf on the how-to video series. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to be more creative in your motorcycle videos. Catch you inside. RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf on the how-to video series. Hope you're enjoying the shows. Please subscribe down there and hit the notifications bell so you get all the latest videos right to you. So in this video I'm talking about how to be more creative in your motorcycle videos. Now this is kind of a bit of a broad subject here, but you can do it in lots of different ways. So first of all, you need to look at, well, where are you actually going to ride and what kind of video do you want to make? So let's just say you want to make a bulk standard video in that you want to film from point A to point B on a particular road. So let's think of the most boring road that you can think of. Let's say a motorway, a freeway, whatever you are in the world. Okay, it's just straight, that's it. The scenery isn't that great, it's just a straight road. How can you be more creative with that? Well, it really depends on how many cameras you've got and where you're going to place those cameras, and also what shots you're going to take. So you really want to, obviously, a forward facing camera. Okay, so you can mount that on the bike somewhere, on an indicator stalk, or on on a mirror stalk, or somewhere on the frame. You can have a side mounted camera that's actually, you can see the side of the bike as well, or the front wheel, as you're going forward. You can have rearward facing cameras on either side of the bike, forward facing cameras either side of the bike. You can have helmet cameras just on the side, which I wouldn't advise on the side because you get to see the helmet too much, or on top, that kind of thing. You can have a chest cam, whatever. So you can have lots of different angles. Now, obviously, that costs a lot of money. However, what you can do all of this in just one camera, but obviously you might have to, just keep on stopping at particular points and keep on changing the camera position, whatever, around your bike or on your person. So you then got a whole library of, I don't know, B-roll or whatever you want to call it, lots of footage, haven't you? Then you got to come back, and then it all comes down to the editing. How are you going to edit that footage? Okay, so then you need to, obviously upload it onto your computer. Then you need to chop and change it. Have a little bit of forward facing, rearward facing. You might have some on a selfie stick as you're riding along. I'm not suggesting you do this on a motorway or freeway, but you get the idea. You can then have chop and changing where you've got the camera on a tripod and it sees you riding past or riding away from you or riding towards you. So you've got lots of different angles where you can position the tripod. So, you've got different views of the bike coming and going. Once you've got all that, or you've got all the footage, then you get into the editing process, load it all up to the computer. Then you're looking at different shots, different cuts, how does it tell a story? So what story are you trying to tell about this straight road? Are you going to try and put music to it and you say, right, okay, well, actually this kind of music, I want it to be a certain kind of thing. So you might speed up a little bit certain segments, you might slow down certain segments, that kind of thing. So it all really comes down to, you've got your footage, you've got as many angles as you can. Now it's about the editing, and it's about experimenting, speeding up frames, slowing down frames, changing the colors, changing the effects of particular, frames. Then also looking at different angles and chopping and changing at, let's say, 3 seconds or 4 seconds or 5 seconds. If you want to keep people's attention to be in a more creative way, then you're going to have to refrain from just having a singular view playing throughout the whole video. Now, if you're doing a moto vlog, for example, or you're doing a riding documentary, or you want to show a particular track or a trail or a road in real time, then yes, having a singular view, as in some of my riding times videos, on that playlist, it's a singular view facing forward, because you actually, the story is that it's the journey along a particular route. So that is where a one camera, one view works really well. However, if you're trying to tell a story of, and trying to be creative, then you have to chop and change the angles, forward facing, rearward facing, rider view, rider, the rider in shot, riding away, that kind of thing. And it all comes down to the editing. So you might have, let's say, it depends on how many cameras you got. Let's say you've got two cameras. Two cameras, you shot 3 hours of footage each. So you got 6 hours of footage, let's say. I know it's a lot of video. But let's say you've got that. You might narrow that down to only a 3-minute video. Do you know what I mean? So it really depends. You're taking 3 or 4 second shots or 3 or 4 second edits, chopping and changing, whatever. So you're telling the story as you're riding down this road or whatever it is. That's what I mean about being creative. Looking at camera angles where you shoot from initially, looking at the environment to which you're riding, and then you say, oh, will it make a good shot, whatever. Then you got to look at, obviously, the camera angles, what kind of cameras you're using. Then it's all about the editing, and then how you cut as well will determine. So if you're not sure, there are lots of videos on YouTube on how to cut videos or edit videos as well. But it's the next time you watch a TV program or a film, okay, look at how quickly they're changing the angle, how quickly they're changing the angle and changing the edit, and how the music comes in and fades out, before and after a scene changes, So that's the kind of thing that you've really got to look at. Start studying the art, and if you really want to be that creative with your videos, that's the kind of thing that you need to start doing. But I say, it really depends on the type of video that you want to make. Sometimes you don't have to be so creative to make a really great riding video or motorcycle video. Other times, if you really want to be, then you're going to have to be. Anyway, hope you found that useful, and it's all about personal taste. It's all about what your audience wants to watch at the end of the day as well. But it is about experimenting with different camera angles, positions on the bike, off the bike, that kind of thing, or whatever it is, whatever you film. It doesn't have to be a motorcycle video. This could be about anything. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful, and please give it a like. Leave your comments in the comments below, and let me know what you think as well, how to be more creative as well. But certainly in the editing process, in changing colours and hues on the actual film, changing speeds, speeding it up, slowing down, different cuts and edits, injecting music, if you want to, that's how you're going to be a lot more creative with the footage that you've got, I should say. Anyway, but please, subscribe and hit the notifications bell and get all the latest videos. Anyway, catch you on the next video, whenever that is. Cheers now.